Hello, everybody. How's it going? Happy Friday. Welcome to another ADSR stream. If you don't know, my name is TAETRO. I'm an electronic music producer. I create tutorials, live performances, beats, all that good stuff. And I stream here every Friday on the ADSR channel. I'm talking about new plugins, new sound packs, sample packs, and we also tend to do some giveaways, which we will be doing today. We'll be giving away a copy of the plugin we're working with today, as well as the sample pack we're working with today. So stay tuned to figure out how to get in on that. Thank you to all my friends who are already in the chat. What's up, Destruction Sounds, Roxo, STK, hello, welcome. It should be an interesting stream based on the plugin that we have today. Real quick before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed to this channel with notifications on, because I'm here streaming every Friday, of course. You don't want to miss that. But there's also other live streams and other videos that go live on this channel that can be super helpful for you in your music production journey. Let me know about the levels as we go today. And of course, if you have questions as the stream goes on today, you can type those in the chat and I'll do my best to keep up. What's up, D Hoista? What's up? So yeah, I'm excited to get into it today. My channel, you can also find at youtube.com/TAETRO, TAETRO. I do streams 3 times a week as well on my channel, and that's fun. Tillybit is here as well. Hey, so today is going to be an interesting stream because, well, let's take a look at the plugin we're looking at. We're looking at QuickBass today, which is an amazing bass effects plugin, which is actually going to be on sale after this stream, or during the stream and after this stream, and you can save like $84 on this plugin. So check the link in the description for that. We're going to be working with that. We're going to be working with a cool pack by Black Octopus, I believe, as well. And you know, I've got here set up a VST, like I've got my Contact Classic Bass situation set up, which we can run the effects on, and I've got my launch key mini here that we can of course play, you know, VST bass, virtual bass. But I also figured I've got this audio track set up, and I happen to have a bass. Now I want to preface this by saying I'm by no means a bass player, but I have played bass before in the past. So I figure, why not try out this plugin with actual real life bass if we have that opportunity, you know? And this is an old bass. This is a cheap bass. This is nothing special at all. Order 29, you're a bassist. Well, please don't judge me too harshly today, because I am definitely not a bassist, but I will do my best just to play some basic lines and stuff to get you a feel for what is actually happening with this plugin and how it sounds and all that. Let me swing it back. I was just browsing through a couple of the presets ahead of stream, and a lot of them are sounding really cool. I want to just kind of start on a regular the initial patch. We'll have a little noise on the channel, you know. It's a lot of equipment, a lot of lights, a lot of stuff like transmitting, which causes some interference here. So don't take that as a mark of the plugin itself. Also, these pickups are not great. So we got a little buzz on the track, but other than that, doesn't sound bad. I don't have anything on this track besides this EQ, which is not doing anything. Tuner, so I can keep myself in tune. And we have the QuickBass plugin. So QuickBass is going to be doing everything today. We have on this plugin compression, as well as a doubler, a little sub bass toggle. We can add in some of those sub bass frequencies, a saturator. I think that's going to sound great. It's going to sound like dirty up that signal a little bit. We have an EQ, and what's cool about the EQ in this plugin is that we can swap between different styles of EQ for different playing styles. So meaning slap, millerize, which apparently does a little something to the mids and just gives it a different character to the sound. If anybody knows the origin of this millerize setting, I'd love to know. But then obviously we have pick, slap, and finger, which are the most common playing styles. So you can switch to those accordingly. We can, of course, adjust the input volume. How much are we feeding into the actual plugin, and then how much is coming out of the plugin. We can set up 2 separate patches, essentially. So I guess you could map this if you were going to perform live. and swap between them. If you wanted a nice clean sound and then a nice distorted sound, you could go ahead and do that and then easily swap between the settings. So without further ado, I mean, I'm happy to go through Marcus Miller. Tell me more about it. Ordered 29. Would love to hear more. All right, so that is literally just the initial patch. It's not really a patch at all. I got a little noise on the signal, which I can like pull out from this pickup here. Starting right away here with a nice overdriven distorted patch. And this has a pick EQ setting, so I can There's a lot of really good overdriven patches in here. 60 Garage. I like to add a lot of live bass in, especially if I'm making more like pop rock music kind of stuff, and getting a good kind of amp sound. You know, Ableton has its own built-in amp and cab, and there are some bass settings for that, but nothing that quite approaches the bass as much as this one. So this is a 70s rock preset. Like I said, not a bass player, but hey, the sub bass here is dialed in at 0. Let's just go ahead and experiment with that and kind of crank that up and see what effect that has on the signal. And you all let me know if you're hearing enough. As opposed to no sub bass. I think that's pretty great. I mean, from a mixing perspective, sometimes you do need a lot of that rock bottom low end sub bass. And then sometimes in certain mixes you don't. And sometimes it can have to do with where your kick drum is landing too. So it's nice to have that, to be able to crank that in. We of course don't have to have a compressor on. Let's kind of give it a shot without the compressor. I bet we're going to lose a little bit of volume. Yeah, I think I definitely prefer compressor on, and compressor's only set to 50%. If I really crank that, obviously we're going to hear more of that noise. Thank you, STK. Again, the noise is just a result of my cheap old bass. Let's see how much cranking this saturation can really go. I'm using this 70s rock preset just because it sounds like the most basic, you know, setting that I've kind of been drawn to so far. So the dry wet was very low on the saturation. I want to try to just crank stuff and see how it goes. Rev Sabes, what's up? Nora's Music, hello. Thank you all for joining today. Welcome. We're trying out this bass plugin, QuickBass. Hey, I really love that saturation's great. I mean, it's a bit more of like a overdrive or distortion, wouldn't you say? Like this is straight up like. Awesome. That's a lot of fun. So I really didn't expect to be able to crank it and get that much drive. However, if you're going for something extreme, like what style is that? What are some bands that do that? I feel like that's common. Cool. Play the bass alone. Yes, Noise Music, totally. So let me just dial that back so we don't jump in. So the bass alone with no kick bass running, that's a good point. That's what we got there. Obviously, we're losing a little bit of volume because there's no compression. I'll play a little bit and not talk. So no QuickBass plugin. It's turned off. Fingered. So that's all with no QuickBass on at all. We put that back on, which we brought up the saturation a little too high probably. Put that back on the 70s rock preset. We go from that to this. I mean, so automatically you can tell, like, going from zero processing at all to just flipping this basic preset on kind of takes it to the next level. So it's a pretty decent sound. There's this doubler, which I don't normally associate like doubling and like chorusy type effects with bass, but let's see how this thickens up the sound. I actually really love the sound of this doubler when it's cranked. Obviously there's on and off switches here, so you can go ahead and flip off. You can turn off the compressor, you can turn off the saturation, you can turn off the whole plugin, which is nice. Sounds good enough even at low volume. Yeah, I mean this bass is so cheap. It's a no-name bass that I got on eBay years and years and years ago. And the fact that it just sounds so plain is what I like about it, because we can run it through a plugin like this or a pedal, you know, in real life or whatever, and it's a nice blank slate. Other than whatever little hardware issues it has going on in it, you know? Oh, Rev Sabes, you're right. Nirvana vibes with this doubler. I'm loving the sound of that doubler, to be honest. And then with no doubler, cool. Bill Henley is giving us a little bit of context in the chat. Millerize with untypical settings for slapping bass based on famous player style. Got it. Thank you, Bill, for adding that context in there. Yeah, so I think the reason I'm probably so unfamiliar with that is I just don't know how to slap. So if you're looking for me to demo slap bass, it's not in my wheelhouse, unfortunately. So we've demoed this kind of basic sound, I think. Let's go ahead and flip through. 80s goth, what is this about? Nice. So this preset utilizing some of that doubler. I guess 80s goth is kind of a good name for this preset. Epic. 90s West Coast punk. If I knew what I was doing, Rev, I would. All right, just going to cruise through a couple more of these presets. You know, we like to show off the plugin at the top of the stream and then go through and actually make some music. So if you have any like deeper questions, you want me to turn any knobs or anything on the plugin, please let me know and I can go ahead and do that for you. But then we'll probably just start recording, start using some of the sounds, actually use this in context of making a track. Whoa, this one is intense. What is this? I wonder what this preset even sounds like with no saturation. Normal. Go to fingering EQ, or, oh yeah, pick. Nice. You can use it in a VST like Trillion. I assume Trillion's like another modeled bass, but yeah, I have another bass set up here that we can try that out with as well. It's an easy like direct in fattener, so it's like as if it was plugged straight in, which it is, of course. Modern clean. I guess this is good to try out. Yeah, I think this modern clean is a nice baseline setting. I noticed that the doubler, is it on? It's not, but it's... Let me see here what this sounds like cranked on. Nice. I love that doubler sound. Wow. I wonder how that sits in a mix though. A couple more, because there was one that I really liked. I forget what it was called. Let me scan through one more time. First of all, let's just try Scream and Pick. I think a lot of these like saturated ones tend to blend together a little bit, but maybe in context of a track, they make more sense. I'm skipping through the slap ones. I apologize. We got Vintage Pick, California Funk. This one, Deep Load, I tried, and I really like the sound of. It's a precision model bass, right? I don't know. This is like a very cheap Chinese bass. I don't know what makes a bass a precision bass, but take a look at it. You tell me. It's a no-name brand. Oh, the pickups. Yeah, I'll give you a look at the pickups. They're right here. A little bit of a janky pickup selector. So here we've got that. We lose all our top end if I crank the pickup selector this way. If I crank it fully the other way though, we get those brighter sounds. Excellent. Okay. So yes, that's QuickBass. It's an effects plugin. So like I said before, you can take this and drop it onto a normal VST plugin too. So it's not just for using live bass at all. I've got this little drum groove here. Pull back on it's a precision model. Thank you, Norris. Like I said, we had the opportunity to showcase this plugin, so I was like, cool, let's do it. I haven't played bass in a while. And obviously bass sound is really important in a lot of production, so it was a good excuse for me to pick up the bass. I'm gonna go with this modern clean situation. All right, so the pack that we are working with today is called Black Octopus Sound Lo-Fi Evening. So this has a bunch of very cool guitar loops. These are epic song starters for sure. Nice little melodies. And then full-on chords plus melodies. You think about like sometimes with drum loops, right? You get the tops, then you just get the kick and the snare, and then you get the full thing. Well, they've done the same thing here with guitar loops and piano loops. And we are giving away a copy of this plugin and this pack that I'm swapping through today. So get ready. I'm going to let you know what emoji you need to drop in the chat in 5 minutes. So that's at 10:25 my time. I'm going to let you know what emoji to drop. Piano loops, synth loops, electric piano loops. I love a lot of these synth loops. I've actually already chosen one to work with today. It is a loop pack, by the way. So there are lots of looping sounds. There are not drum sounds. You can also get these full mix samples that have a lot more going on. So that's important. I'm going to pull all my drums today from a different pack. Actually, I'm going to try to use another similar pack from Black Octopus Sound. I have a reel-to-reel vintage lo-fi pack from them. So I'm going to use that in conjunction with this pack that we're working with today. But I'll play you all the loop I chose to start working with today. I think this has a really cool sound to it. So I figure if we're gonna get to work, yeah, it's fully effects. It's an effects plugin, Order 29. Yeah, it's different than a bass virtual instrument, which is great if you are a bass player or if you're trying to get a better sound out of your virtual bass sounds. So let's go ahead and record. If I can play the right notes, we'll be good. So I'm gonna record a couple versions of this bass line and then we'll really get into it. So let me just let this roll. 1. All right, I think the first 4 bars of that. So I'll play a couple versions of the bass line. I'll play it. Oh, I showed you guys the wrong part of the screen, huh? I'm gonna play a basic version like I just did. Excellent. Now let's play a slightly different version. I'll try to play a slightly more advanced version if I can handle it. So let's give it a shot. So close. 1, 2. All right. One more time around. I think we can do it. Ready, go. All right, I'll take that for now. I think that's 2 solid bass lines laid down for the moment. We're pushing my abilities here today, chat, but I wanted to do the best I could to demonstrate the bass plugin, you know? Shout out to all the bass players out there who are holding it down. You can do this 1,000 times better than I can. How do we feel about that? That's a pretty good starting line, huh? And we'll just do one more with held notes. So I want to get a bunch of versions of this so I can put the bass down and we can start working on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, that was good. And then one more probably picked version. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I'll just grab the first 8 bars of that and we'll be fine. All right. You guys ready to make this a full beat or what? My situation here is very precarious with setting all this up. But here we are. Okay. I mean, just this. I mean, I think Norse Music put it right. Even with this cheap limited bass, it doesn't sound bad at all. And even with this limited bass player here, I would say it's helping me with my sound a lot. Folks, it is now time to enter this competition so you can possibly win a copy of this QuickBass plugin and a copy of the Black Octopus Sound Lo-Fi Evenings pack, which we're working with today. That's where the synth loop came from, and there's lots of other really cool loops, including guitar loops and piano loops, and lots more where that came from. It's right here, as you can see. So if you're interested in entering, the winner will be announced at the end of the stream in the chat. So drop your favorite musical emoji in the chat to enter to win. Musical emoji can be guitar, music notes, the little mixing board emoji, whatever you got. Show me some new ones. Maybe there's ones that I don't know about. Drop that in the chat. So you know what? For a moment here, let's try a couple different tones because we've got this on the A. We can always jump to a B. We want to get heavy with it. Oh yeah, I know you didn't say that about the player, Norris, but yeah, I'm filling in the blanks there. I'm saying that for myself too. I could have done a better job muting that note. All right, I think I'm pretty stoked on what we had with the modern clean, but I'll just grab this to have a little dirtier version. All right, let's go ahead and... I did use these drum loops, but I want to go ahead and program my own drums now so we can get a full beat going. So like I said, the Black Octopus Sounds Lo-Fi Evenings pack is really great. It's got a lot of cool loops in it. We might pull some material from these loops, but it doesn't have any drum samples. So I'm going to get my drum samples from another Black Octopus sound kit that I've got here and go ahead and find some one-shots. By the way, the plugin is going to be on sale. So even if you don't win the giveaway and if you don't enter in your emojis in the chat, it's still, you'll get a ton of savings. I think you can save like $84 today on the pack if you're interested in it. Go ahead and play the drums. These are some nice acoustic sounds, so we're not departing too far from the original loop I was using. Perks, let's hear what we got. We got that, and hi-hats, what do we got? Let's use it. Hey, let's get it. Record this. Let's figure out what we can overdub over this. Yeah, something like that. Let's just dub over this, and we can process the sound too. 2, 3, 4. And I'll go ahead and fix up some of that because we played a little clumsy. Whoa. Oh, it's a little swung probably is the issue, right? go ahead and quantize just those closed hi-hats for now. Get those on a downbeat as well. And move that one over so it's in the right place. All right, chat, let's get it. Let's start building on top of this. I've got a couple of these other drum loops as well. Anybody who is familiar with my style knows we are way out of what I usually do. Let's see what's possible with any of these loops from the original pack. I wonder if there's a guitar loop that has a melody that I can grab a single one shot from and make an instrument out of. So it would have to be one with no tail. I could probably make one out of that. Let's just see what we can get out of that first note. So I'm going to drop this into a simpler. Crop in on that first note. And let's arm it. I am going to warp. This is originally an F sharp minor, so I'll have to transpose in my head here. I think the slide up is not going to work too well, but let's scan through and find a cleaner melody starting note. There was a nice palm muted one that I think will work well. Yeah, that one. See how that first note starts really clean? We can easily turn that into a... This is from the lo-fi pack. Yeah, these guitar loops that I'm now transforming are from the lo-fi pack. So I like to look for that. And in any pack that has loops, you can usually find some type of loop that has, you know, loops that start on a single note, which can easily be turned into one shots. These kind of have some delay on them, so they'd be a little bit of a challenge, but this first note, it's just QuickBass on the bass. All you see is an EQ here, which is not doing anything. And then you see the tuner, and then QuickBass. Obviously, the further you go out of range of the original sample, the more kind of warped it'll sound, but add a little delay to this, we get a little rhythm going. Go ahead, record that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got a nice little guitar melody here. How many drum samples do we need? I'm shaving off highs on these drums because I want to give it that lo-fi vibe. I wonder what it would sound like if the guitar followed that bass. I won't delete that, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. Whoa, Rev Saves blowing my mind here with this question. What would the guitar sample sound like with the QuickBass plugin on it? Why don't we try it? Whoa. Well, it's getting much louder. I wonder, like with a nice saturated version on it. Maybe not so extreme. Honestly, what if we only like use it for the doubler, you know? Yeah, let's do that. I like that. What up, Destruction Sounds? All right. So we just threw the QuickBass plugin on this little guitar sample situation and it worked pretty well. Here it is before. We gain a ton of volume because it has this extra compressor on it, but that doubler and the little bit of saturation that it adds, I mean, now you're making me wonder what happens if we even add QuickBass to the drums. Obviously, we're going to get like a very crushed sound, but like, what does it sound like through something really extreme? Even I wonder if it's something we could... I mean, that's pretty cool, no? Like, what if we just resampled that and kind of blended it into the mix? We're getting experimental here, I guess. All right, we'll get audio. So we can resample by getting audio from track 1. I'm just going to delete any effects on this track. Arm it for recording. Now this, I know that this sounds extreme and crazy, but we're going to dial it into the mix. We're not going to keep it like that. 2, 3, 4. Let this run for another cycle. Ready, go. All right, so there it is, QuickBass. We're gonna turn that off on the drums now, but now we have this sample. Could even set it up as a return track. We can go ahead and actually add an EQ in here so we can keep that, keep this playing, but it doesn't contaminate our sort of low end frequencies, you know? Actually, we'll give it a little bit under 100 hertz. We can even do a little bit to widen it so it's like less dead center. Keep the main drums dead center and this one widened. Yeah, should we just try that? Should we just try? I'm not using, well, I guess I am using the delay, but let's insert a new return track. And man, now I wish I didn't, well, we just use a preset anyway. Let me put QuickBass on we're doing the full demo of this plugin today, huh? I'm gonna turn off that drum track we just made. Now I've got QuickBass on this, and I'm gonna go to that crazy crush, kill, destroy preset. And let's see what it sounds like if we use it as a return track, so parallel processing. bring the level of that track down. So now we're keeping the original signal of the drums. But sending it to that sort of sending it to that destructive QuickBass sound, you know? And don't forget, we've also got this running through QuickBass. And we've also got our bass running through QuickBass, of course. Yeah, Norris, it's worth downloading the demo, and depending on if you win the giveaway or not, it's also on sale too. So if you like what you see, it might be worth picking up. All right, I'm about this. This is dirty. I'm gonna boost the lows on this drum kit here. So strange. All right, very cool, very cool. I wonder if there's anything else. What else in this sample pack can we pull from? Obviously, we just pulled a guitar one shot. There's some piano loops here. Any single piano notes? Probably more difficult to pull from here for this mood. We can definitely do this. So I duplicated that. Where did that piano thing that I just found go? So that first note, right? That's what we're looking for. We can sample it easy. Bring it up. Oh, this still has the QuickBass on it. What do you say we just keep it on everything? That'll be the mood for the track. Why not? Quick reminder that the stream is going to go to the top of the hour, pretty much. And if you would like to enter to win the QuickBass plugin and the sample pack we're working with today, the Black Octopus Lo-Fi Evenings sample pack that has a bunch of cool loops in it, make sure you type your favorite musical emoji and you'll be entered to win. Also, reminder, we're live here every Friday, so subscribe, turn notifications on. Hey, this is pretty cool. All right, let's just play a simple something on these keys here. Something rolling. LOL. Joseph McCaffrey has entered the chat. Good call on the offbeat stabs, rev saves, I think. Now, I think for this particular instance, QuickBass. I don't know though, I miss it now that it's gone. So maybe we could just dial back the saturation or dial back the input volume. I mean, it's widening, it's adding saturation. Great. Do we want to sidechain? I think sidechain is in order. Compressor. Let's get everything sidechained to that kick drum. Drums. Where is it? Kick. That'll get everything sounding cool, I think. Get that guitar sidechained. The piano sidechained. And, you know, the bass, we will sidechain, though controversial as it is. I'll dial back the dry wet. Hey, all right. This is a weird track, huh? Like, who does this track even remind me of? I can't even think. What is this loop? Oh, I forgot we had this synth loop. That certainly fills in some gaps, doesn't it? What happens if we take this and pitch it up an octave? Let's make a different version of this for the upper octave and maybe layer it with some reverb. Just gonna grab a big reverb from Live 11's hybrid reverb. And where is that track? There it is. We're gonna put the reverb before the sidechain. Hey, okay. Somehow this all came together. I don't know how, but here it is. Three, four. We're not using this, so get it out of here. Let's bring that in. Bring in the other bass line here. We got a cool little mix. I think it's worth to say we're using QuickBass on pretty much every track, ironically. Or unironically, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in the synth. Alright, I'm using the launch key, by the way. Ready? We're about to bring in that synth. And we'll bring in the drums. Then put QuickBass on the master, right? Yeah. Now, I have this loop here that we can probably use as a tops loop. So let's just eliminate the kick out of it. Just have that. Add a little bit of delay to it, which is going to help. What do we want? Synthetic drum room. Let's see what that sounds like. Hey, shout out to Ordered29, who has won the QuickBass plugin in the Lo-Fi Evenings pack. Congrats, my friend. It sounds like you'll be able to put it to good use. Fantastic. Congratulations. For everybody else, thank you for entering. Thank you for watching and hanging out. FYI, don't forget that this, even if you do like this plugin and you're interested in getting it, but you didn't win, it is still available for quite the sale on ADSR Sounds, and the link is in the description. The MIDI controller is the Launch Key Mini. Works really well with Ableton Live, so I can kind of launch and stop clips as we go. So I think that this works really well. This little tops loop, or thing we made into a tops loop. Nice little ride cymbal, adds energy. Now, let's see. I know some of my snares and cymbals are a little sus here. And I was feeling the off-grid vibe in the moment, but I'm not so much feeling it anymore. Congratulations. Ordered 29. That little kick at the end here, a little double kick. Save $84 on QuickBass right now. Check that link that just went up in chat. All right, I'm stoked on this so far, and I don't think it needs that much more either, to be honest. What do we have here? So how would we arrange this? Want to do like a fast arrange because we're coming up to the end anyway? What if we didn't start with bass? What if we started with guitar? Or guitar and bass, maybe. Remember, we have 3 versions of this bass, or 4 versions of this bass line. I don't hear this for some reason because that's not the right track. We need to go to track 7. There we go. And unsolo. That's not the right track either. What track am I supposed to be on? 5. It's because it has that 7 in it. It threw me off. But that was a weird sound, huh? We'll bring in that drum rack here. All right, let's keep on cruising with that, and we'll bring in the proper drum loop here. Again, we're sending this to the return track version of QuickBass. Parallel processing. Let's add in this little situation, a little additional bassline stuff going on here. And I wonder about this synth. Is that track 6? If we could do something fancy here. Whoops, cancel. We could do something fancy and chop up that sample. Do like little chops like this. Like really quick like that. Just downbeats, right? Let's try it. So now I'm chopping it and I'm going to go through and delete every other one so we just get those downbeats. So let's do it. every other one, and we'll see how it sounds. Maybe it'll sound like garbage, who knows, but we don't know until we try. Let's repeat this. I got this. Move that over, and we can start to have some fun. Let's copy this, see if we can repeat it. Bro, you get valves too for free with it. You should try some valves on it. Do I have valves? Did I try out valves on a stream previously? Sounds familiar. Oh, yeah, true. That VU modeling. Oh, yeah. Probably not going to... I want to go deep into this arrangement, but yeah, that's a good point. All the deals. Let's try a full version of this. And then this bass line. This is actually transitioning quite nicely. 3, 4. Boom, let's cut that right there. We'll do a fill. Should we? Add a little drum fill here. Let's go back here. Yeah, just a very, very basic fill that we'll add on top here. Go to here, brackets on. We're gonna add MIDI to this. We're not gonna overwrite. Here we go. I missed the symbol, which is right there. So let's try that one more time. 3, 4, 1, 2. Easy enough. That's fine, right? We shall soon see. 3, 4. Excellent. And then we'll smash down back on the drums again. And we'll see if, I mean, we're using all 4 versions of this bass line. Let's see if it still makes sense as we go. Let's grab this guitar line. Everything will come in here. Bring in our synth line, of course, once again, and then we'll bring in the top version that has lots of reverb and is pitched up. We'll bring that down in volume. None of this stuff needs to be cut off here. And let's see what this last loop sounds like. It should be pretty cool. Oh, can't forget the drum's top loop that we have as well, which is this one, right? Or is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. What track is that going on? Track 2. Here we go. All right, I think this, oh, I lost it. This track is going to be pretty dope. Yeah. We're feeling it. Did we miss out on anything? We just didn't add the piano, which the perfect place for the piano to come in is probably here. All right, shall we listen to this from the beginning, chat? I think this was a lot of fun. This is a great beat making process. If you tuned in a little late and you want to go back to the beginning and check out the demo of the plugin that we did, please make sure you just rewind and watch again. This stream will be available after it's live, of course, but here we go. We don't need that metronome. We have that amazing bass sound. A little bit of buzz on it though, that's okay. Here we go. QuickBass is the only thing processing that. It's got a sidechain on it, but that's just a sidechain. Synth loop from that Black Octopus Lo-Fi Evenings pack. Hey, what's up, HBTV? I just saw you. I'm doing well. How are you? Long time no see. I messed up. This bass line started too early. I want everything to cut out for this fill, I think. Let's see. Let's see if we can keep that single note there. I think a bigger reverb on that, the ride situation. I don't think I want it to be such a roomy reverb, you know? So let's add a hall reverb. I like using Cathedral Huge. I don't know, it just seems to be my go-to. I want a bigger drawn out reverb. That adds a more like smoky, airy vibe. And it's floating on top. And it's the only thing that's floating on top. Because everything else is being sidechained. Let's just double that. Double this for now. Alright, one more listen from the build up here. No problem, HBTV, don't be sorry. Hope busy is a good kind of busy. Thanks so much, Nora's Music. Thank you, True Creations. I mean, a little bit of mixing and this thing would be on its way. Folks, this is not the kind of music I usually make, so I'm excited that you all are feeling it. You know, I wouldn't tend to make this type of music or even pick up the bass, but maybe now that I got QuickBass, I'll pick it up a little bit more. Hey, what's up, Samuel Messiah? All right, we're coming to the end here, my friends. Want to thank you all for tuning in today. This was a fun stream. Reminder that we are live every single Friday on this channel. Make sure you turn on notifications. We're live at the same time every Friday. We go for about an hour, trying out different plugins, different packs. Past few weeks, we've been doing giveaways live in chat. So for sure, it's worth tuning in. You can get yourself a free plugin. And then oftentimes, the plugins are discounted. So today, QuickBass is discounted, which is the awesome bass effects plugin that we're using today on a lot of our tracks. So make sure you take advantage of that sale. Congrats to Ordered29 who won the giveaway today. Got the pack and the plugin. Congrats. If you don't know, my name is TAETRO. That's TAETRO. I have my own channel, so you can look that up on YouTube, youtube.com/TAETRO. You can also find me on Instagram at TAETRO, TAETRO. I stream on my own. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so I've got a stream coming up tomorrow on my channel if you're interested in checking that out. I go live 3 days a week, doing different music making, same kind of thing as here. Let's do a little outro here while we're vamping. If you are thinking about tuning in next week, let me know. Fill me in. What did you think of this stream? What do you want to see more of? Let's chat for the end here. We're happy to take suggestions, particular plugins, or particular types of things you want to see here. Would love to know. We're always taking feedback from the crowd. I'm just building this little outro here for fun. All right, let's turn the loop off and let this kind of fade out. A little outro. There we go. Nice little minute 20 track. I'm stoked on it. I'll save it. I wasn't thinking I was gonna like this track. However, it worked out pretty well. People from my stream know, but I've been labeling my tracks, been sorting them by the month, and I don't really title my tracks anymore until they're done. So I just label them by the date that I made them. Would love to learn how to use reverb well. Good suggestion. Good suggestion. Could be a good demo for different or stock plugins. Yeah, good idea. I'd have to brush up. But hey, this is great. I hope you all did enjoy this stream. I guess I'll roll this in the background while we're just chilling anyway. Thank you all. Make sure you head to my channel, youtube.com/TAETRO, TAETRO. Give that a subscribe. My name is in the description, so you can copy and paste that into the search bar. See you again, true creatives. Awesome. Yeah, and thank you to all who showed up for my channel and those who show up on the ADSR channel every single Friday. I really appreciate it. Y'all are great. That's gonna be it for today. I hope everybody has a good and safe weekend. Nice, productive music making weekend. That's gonna be it. Appreciate you all. We're here every Friday. Take advantage, get QuickBass for $84 off. That's a huge savings. That's it. All right. This has been TAETRO for ADSR. Have a good one.